you guys remember Valentina Gomez, the "Don't Be Weak and Gay" lady?
No.
She's sort of like a MAGA Republican who's running for Congress, who put out a video where she is jogging through a neighborhood, and she's running for a House seat in Missouri, I believe. And she put out a video where she's running through a neighborhood in like a bulletproof vest, and it says something about like, "Don't be weak and gay," like MAGA, make America great. But just so like obviously that piqued my interest, and she's back at it this week with two unbelievably great campaign videos that I think we need to take some time to dive into. The first one, she shows off some bars. She's got bars, and she does a rap song in this campaign ad. But I want to warn you, the lyrics are pretty good, but there is something that occurs at the end of this video that is very frightening and out of left field. And like, we can describe it for our listeners, but it's a very jarring moment at the end of this video that comes out of nowhere. And like, I'm just going to prepare you for that before we share this clip.
The Second Amendment is there to always protect my first. A better rapper than Lupe, and I don't even have to curse. Let's keep the American dream alive and put an end to all lies. BLM raised billions, and what did they do for black lives? Politicians promise you the whole world, then they backslide. What happened to Hunter's laptop? You know I'm always strapped up. Gun rights are women's rights. Feminists been sold a lie. You can mess around and find out. Play stupid games, win a stupid prize. God bless the whole USA, even the ones who hate me. I'm still fighting for you today, and no super PAC paid me.
America first, the people are hurt.
Oh, cool. It's a guy in a cat turd beanie.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, look at this guy in the car. The dude who comes out at the end of this video singing the chorus is like the Winky's Diner moment in Mulholland Drive. I don't know how to describe this guy. Yeah, he's got a guy wearing a cat turd beanie. Who, I don't know, like Felix, how would you describe what this guy looks like?
I was gonna say, like, this is sort of the worst thing about conservatives in America now, is that this type of guy is now a Republican. This is the type of guy who, like, before Trump, they would corner you. They would tell you, no matter where you were, you could be at your own trial for abduction, and they would find you, and they would tell you about MF Doom.
Yeah,
be like,
just very annoying, insistent guys.
Yeah.
Who, if people get sick of them, they're like, everyone in the room is an asshole except me, and they storm out.
This type of like aspiring backpack rapper, those guys have become Republicans. And this guy he's among the worst looking of those guys I've ever seen. He has a very visibly annoying presence. He looks like he has a very like earthy breath, not just bad breath, but like sort of the breath of someone who eats only bread that has no type of preservatives in it.
Only ancient grains.
Yeah.
He's the guy in front of you at Dead and Company.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
That is what Trump should be on trial for, is like politically activating those guys.
Yeah, that and COVID. Being able to say fuck you to the mask people and fuck you to the vaccine, that activated a lot of those people. A lot of just dickheads who like getting kicked out of places. getting kicked out of the gas station for knocking shit over with their big ass backpack. Like those guys, they just jumped on the chance to be like, fuck you, no, I won't wear my mask. Fuck you. And now they're gonna be on that shit for the rest of their life. And before that, they probably voted for Obama.
Yeah. No, these guys are 100% Obama to Trump voters.
But another element to this video is that, like, okay, in the first video she was running and like showing off her cardio, and in this video she's like doing pull-ups on, I don't know, giant chains or something like that. But this is something we've talked about before, the sort of the workout habits of these kind of feral MAGA women like Marjorie Taylor Greene, where they're always like jumping on boxes and doing the most insane pull-ups imaginable, where like you throw your shoulders out. What do you think? What do you think the deal is with that? Where comes this zest for working out in stupid and insane ways?
Well, I mean, like, it's with Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's CrossFit. You know, that's one type of stupid injury-inducing workout. This lady, she does a lot of like they're the types of workouts that you could sell to the dumbest MMA fighters, where it's like, okay, you're gonna run on a treadmill, but you're going to do it while field stripping an AK-47 and holding a kettlebell above your head. All the stuff that has caused like huge UFC events to be called off due to ACL injuries. This woman's doing those.
All right, there's a second campaign video this week that I thought was even better. This one is in reference to now listeners, just be aware that in this video She is standing in front of what I believe is the global headquarters of the Purina pet food company. Don't ask me why, but here's the video.
Go woke, go broke. This company tried to keep me quiet for speaking up against the pornographic material in our children's libraries. And today,
Libraries?
I fire them. No amount of money, stock, or bullying will make me compromise my values. So I will never support a company that wants to empower and protect pedophiles and groomers in our schools and libraries. So feed your dog
Libraries.
something that is now weak and gay. This is good versus evil.
Rest.
I love her music choice. Like her music choice is very like pediatrician's waiting room. Every video she has where it's like, she's in front of like a pride parade and she's like, all of these people are trying to molest your kid. Then welcome to my house.
It's very weird because she has the accent, but it's also like, it's so stripped of anything ethnic. Like even her beat, I noticed. The beat she was rapping over was so devoid of like any sort of reggaeton flavor.
I also like that she compared herself to Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah, and even said she's better than him.
In the Purina dog food video, though, I mean, I have no fucking clue what she's talking about. Purina is evil. It's feeding
some
children
gay guys
to your
came in the
dogs.
dog food. Everyone's mad.
But I mean, come on. I know I'm not exactly the best representation or the best representative for correctly pronouncing words, but it is really funny that she says libraries twice.
Well, this is the thing that I think is like ultimately dooms the modern conservative movement. You have to follow so much product news. Like I saw that Libs of TikTok lady, she was getting mad over something that like Fritos Spain was doing. Like Fritos Spain had like a trans woman.
They've divested from
and she
Israel.
was like, I'm never buying Fritos in Spain or Portugal again. It's like, how do you know about this?
They're not selling Jamon Iberica flavored chips in the West Bank anymore.
Yeah, it's like, how are you aware of this?
They're chasing that high from the Bud Light thing.
Yeah.
When they got the Bud Light thing taken down, that was the greatest moment in all of their lives. And they're chasing that. They're chasing that high. They're scraping the bag.
Yeah. The tone of this woman's videos are so weird, specifically because of that, like, I don't know how to describe it, like CW show music.
Yeah, it's very like infomercial-y. It's just so generic. It doesn't have any of like the weird particular idiosyncrasies that some of the conservative stuff has.
You know what it is? It's like the music that the most murderous nurse in your unit makes TikToks to.
Yeah, that woman in the UK who killed all the babies.
Yeah,
she's guilty, by the way.
Stuff.
She's bumping that shit. Yeah, she's absolutely guilty.
I still think she should be free, though. Man, that was funny. I loved all the British people getting angry when people question their legal system. I don't know. This country
at a New Yorker article, like it had any sort of legal standing or anything.
Yeah. I know this country isn't. Our justice system leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, look, they just convicted Donald Trump, but it is funny to see British people get so fucking tilted about putting a woman in jail for reading her diary or something like that. I don't know. She's probably guilty though. Someone killed those babies.
Best case scenario, she was a horrible nurse. She was really bad at her job. So,
the other thing for the dog food video is I really love when she says, "I have fired Purina." From what? Is this just the new right wing of saying a boycott? Like I'm firing I'm firing Bud Light. I'm firing Bud Light from my personal beer council.
It's an Apprentice throwback, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't hear that too much though.
Purina dog food, you are for pedophiles, and you are fired.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.